Don't worry, Mabel. We'll find her.
She's out there alone.
We'll let you know if there's any news. Now, go and rest up, you hear? Oh, hey. So you heard about Elsie, right? It's a tough thing having your daughter going missing like that. I ain't envying them ranch folks one bit. I'm still gathering information on the case. You're a friend, right? Can I ask you something? When did you last see her? Okay, got it. Now, anything that thinks she might have run away? An argument? Interesting. Adds up with what the parents were saying. All right, last up. Do you remember anything that could have given you a hint that she just ghosts like this? Did she ever talk about it before? Assets? She's not planning to just uproot out of here, is she? Anyway, thanks for your help, partner. I gotta go write all this up. If you hear anything else, just let me know, okay?
Story!
Well, this isn't Saloon Night Live, but I'm always happy to accommodate my loyal listeners. I'd be glad to tell you one right now. Once upon a time, there was a brave little bumble ant.
Bird story!
Oh, a story about birds. Well, I guess we all like to see a bit of ourselves in the narrative. Let me think. All right, so this is a bit of a longer one. You know, there's a kind of bird called the bird. It's got its unique name from the distinct sound it makes, similar to someone saying, It's relevant, but, well, we'll get back to that. The stage is set with a young thief being pursued under the cover of the following chaos. He hides under the window of a woman's boudoir. The man stood by the woman's window, pleading with her not to scream, not to draw attention. The woman readily agreed. The thief, grateful for the assistance, couldn't help but return nightly under the cover of darkness.
Bird story!
Come on, don't interrupt. I'm getting there. Anyway, this guy, he poured his heart out to her. Moving words making even the coldest heart concede. She listened carefully, heeding his words with utterings of acceptance. Now this man, he believed he had won over her heart. He truly felt his words had laid the foundation to true love. He took the final step and confessed his love. The woman agreed without hesitation. The man, pushed on by love, decided to propose. He went to the house, but the family were surprised. They were clueless. There was no woman in the window talking all night. I think by now I need not say it. I'm sure you've guessed. In the window of the boudoir lived a caged bird. From beginning to end, the words of acceptance were simply the utterings of a very unique bird.
Wow, what a twist!
I saw it coming from a mile away.
Well, can't please everybody.
Dr. Arvio? He wanted to apologize. I'm used to this by now. He never really understands what he's done wrong. He'd just go into something blind and... Regardless, I'm glad you spoke to him. I'll give him some space. Hopefully he'll reflect on things. I know this is a lot to ask, but can you be there for him? Just keep an eye on him. I know he respects you, and he doesn't need any more of my lectures. Thank you. I appreciate it. He needs to grow, and he will. I just need to give him room to breathe.
I can't believe she really ran away. She was always talking about it before, but I thought it was just one of her fantasies. I hope she comes back soon. I miss her. Thanks, I love it!
Look. See ya.
Thanks.
You came! You got here all right? No one followed you? Mama, how is she? I know. I'm worried about her too. She still ain't healed up yet. But did you see my paw back then? Man, I don't remember the last time he got that angry. There ain't no pleasing him. No matter what I do, he's always gonna see me as some little girl doing stupid stuff. After Ma got hurt, Pa's been on my case non-stop. I get it. My Ma getting hurt was my fault, and I'm so sorry it happened. But the martled ducks are supposed to be gentle creatures. That's why I tried to attract one. My old man would know if he'd only read a book about it, but he threw it away. And he doesn't read anyway. He said it was 'cause I learned about that Soupler from the book. Said Trudy shouldn't be lending it out that easy. But it's Howlett's book. It's like a piece of history. How could he disrespect him like that? You know, I actually rented out both of Howlett's books. One was the one Pa threw away, full of all these pretty pictures and lure recipes and the like. The other one's called What It Takes to Be a Real Monster Hunter. Pa didn't find that one. I brought it with me and read it cover to cover. The more I read it, the more sense it made. Most monsters out there don't want to hurt us. They just want to be left alone. And the best way to go about it ain't to shoot them up. It's more about how to coexist. Howlett wrote that force should always be the last resort. There's always other ways to get the creatures to behave differently. It's fascinating stuff. I ain't the kind of person to run away from my problems. Right now, I'm just focusing on that giant duck. It hurt Ma, but I don't know why. and I reckon it can hurt more folks. I've gotta right this wrong. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna do it my way. I ain't gonna go in wildly waving a shotgun like my pa. I just gotta learn about it. Its habits, what it lacks. Howlett did it, Martle did it. I'm gonna walk in their footsteps. I ain't figured out what I gotta do, though. Oh, if only Pa hadn't thrown the book away. If only Pa hadn't thrown the book away. My old man chucked it into the canyon. It ain't gonna be found, I tell ya. Just thinking about all the work Howlett put into that book. Oh, yeah, I do have a favor to ask ya. I got something. I want you to give it to my ma. It's a doll from when I was a kid. I kept it in my treasure chest. Please take it to her. She'll know I'm okay. Also, would you mind picking some herbs for my ma? I want to make sure she's getting better. I got a little money saved up. You can take it. Phew, I'm feeling a lot better after talking to you. Alright, you can head back now. I gotta go find that duck. It's so boring here. But I still can't go back right now. I know I'm gonna figure something out soon.
Hey, I've been looking all over for Elsie. That girl seems to have hidden herself away real good. Haven't heard anything, have you? Really? You been to see her? All right, go talk to Mabel, and I'll get everything ready to go get her.
Thank you for the herbs, dearie. I've been feeling a lot better these last couple of days. This doll. This was Elsie's favorite doll. Did you meet her? Elsie, my baby. Where is she? Why isn't she with you? Take me to her, quickly. Oh, it's like that. Is that what she's up to? It sounds so dangerous. Forget it. She's like her pa. When she's got her mind set on something, well, there's no stopping her. I'm sorry you've had to deal with all this, dearie. Elsie and Coop are, well, they're birds of a feather. If Elsie doesn't want to come back yet, maybe it's time we gave her a bit of space. I'll talk to Coop. Thank you for being there for her. You've done a lot for her, for us. Just please keep an eye on her. My little girl, she's gone. Where are you, honey? Oh, please, please help us find our girl.
Hello, all. Thank you for coming to this meeting. No doubt you are all wondering what Mr. Musa's decision will be, to invest or not to invest. That is the question. Well, without further ado, let's hear it from Mr. Musa himself.
Thank you, Mayor Trudy. Hi, as a business person, I tend to strike quickly to the heart of the matter. Please, do not mistake my directness for discourtesy. I have reached a decision to finance the plan to build a tunnel directly through the Eufaula Range to and from Portia. Sandrock's been slowly dying since its oasis shrunk, and the Northern High-Speed Railway was completed between Natara and Highwind. But its inherent advantages are still there. The ruins here and the riches they may hide are invaluable. Plus, being at the literal center of the Free Cities, well, I just refuse to believe that there's not something to be had here. It's no secret, the issues you've all faced around here. But now I've heard your stories, how you've built yourself back up time and time again from the brink of ruin. Heck, I've even seen it for myself. Brave folk like Builder putting their lives on the line for the good of the town. Listen, I think we all got off on the wrong foot. But with great conviction, I too am now proud to say, I believe in Sandrock.
Yes!
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
You're right, but this is a good start, and we got here thanks to everyone's efforts, especially yours, Builder.
That's right. We still have a long way to go if we're to make Sandrock repeat its former glory. But I'm fully invested. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk planning. You all already met Mint. The gentleman over here is Albert. He's an expert in negotiations and construction management. Supposedly you have a plan to present? Go ahead, please.
You're too kind, Mr. Musa. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, everyone. I won't bore you with the details, but here's the summary. Our goal here is to construct the road from both city-states and meet up in the middle of the southern Eufaula. I'm in charge of the portion side of the project, and I'll liaison with my old friend Heidi on the Sandrock part. The project will be made up of 3 key parts. One is to dig a tunnel on the Sandrock side through the Eufaula Range. On the portion side, we also have to dig a tunnel through the Muskoke Range. Finally, we'll need to come up with some sort of durable pavement for the road for the hottest part of the desert. You know, to prevent it from crumbling. That about sums it up. I believe Heidi already has a plan for the tunnel's construction here.
Right. The overall tunnel design is already complete, but we still need to do a feasibility study on the terrain to see if we need to make any changes. Mint?
Yes, I'm here for that.
Since you just got here, why don't you get some rest today? You can start tomorrow. Once you have done your survey, we can have another meeting to hash out all the construction details. Builders, I would advise you to be on standby. Lots of things are coming your way. That's what I'd like to hear.
Oh, Mr. Musa, you really planned out everything already.
That, my dear Trudy, is my secret to winning.
See ya!
And so, you see, Mr. Musa, heavy equipment thingies, they require a lot of gold. And as a conductor, that's a thing, right? Well, in any case, that's why it's so darn expensive. I mean, if I could use less gold, I would, really. But we at the Sandrock Commerce Guild simply refuse to cut corners. That is, unless you want us to, Mr. Musa, or, sir.
Say, Commissioner, I think I left my wallet in the guild. Was it stuffed full of golds or completely empty? can't seem to recall. Ah well, that's neither here nor there. Would you mind fetching it for me?
But of course, I shall return it to you post-haste. In at least one of the conditions you just described. Cover it for me, newbie. Buy me some time.
A moment, please. I want to emphasize that I really need you to handle most of the building work for this project. When I roll, I want to roll with the best people. Even if she was the best in the world, I still prefer to work with people I know. And as fate would have it, since I've been in Sandrock, I've been seeing your work the most. You'll receive the standard rate, plus a bonus on all commissions related to the Road to Portia project. Do your best. A lot of people are counting on you.
What do you mean exactly when you said that you refuse to believe there's not something to be had here?
Well, I have a bit more planned than what I've made public. You all are here, smack dab in the middle of the continent. Let's say, if I were to ever build some sort of central hub for land transportation, it'd be right here where I'm standing. It makes sense logistically, for trade and, if it ever came to it, war as well. The Alliance of Free Cities has limited population, but makes up a lot of territory. That's a weakness. If push ever comes to shove, we need to be able to move supplies around as quickly as possible. Every second lost could mean the difference between victory and defeat in another potential war against Duvos. And when I saw how you all handled yourselves, well, that just sealed the deal for me. The truest test of character is seeing people when things are at their worst.
Very sound, very insightful, Mr. Musa. It means a lot to have your support, especially with it being so well thought out. If I may ask, where did you learn to think like this? It's all so macro.
School of Hard Knocks, Miss Heidi.
Huh?
I'm sure your mayor went to that school as well.
Uh-huh.
So, Heidi, let's talk logistics and communication. And mayhaps later there'll yet be time for rekindling old flames.
We barely know each other.
Huh?
How's the Golden Genius?
Gust? Gust is fine. Turned out he's super protective of his cute little sister and...
Yes, let's talk logistics and communication.
So, they brought you out here again?
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of Moose's guy now, which is good. You know, nice to have a stable gig.
Indeed, stability is an often overlooked aspect in evaluating the utility of a given profession. I should know, as those who make such oversights are the types that I've tended to seek out for my lab assistant position. In any case, congratulations. You are aware that Mr. Musa is the wealthiest person in the Free Alliance. That should lead to some solid opportunities for you.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Good. So, this tunnel project, will you be needing any new equipment designed? I've been working on a prototype based on an old world design, something rather obscure, something you never would have heard of. A laser-sharpened sword, forged from steel folded 1,000 times. My theory is that it will be able to slice through the rock, facilitating your tunnel building endeavors through the mountains to Portia. All I need is a bit of funding to get it off the ground and into the forge.
What? You mean like that ninja sword you drew on the back of the math homework back in 5th grade?
No, completely unrelated to that. That was just some childish fantasy. I'm surprised you still remember that. You really think that as an adult, I would still fancy making that sword?
Okay, well, I appreciate the offer, Space Case, but Musa's got this project pretty well lined up already. Pretty sure we'll be using already known construction equipment for this project. Don't think we'll need any research this time. Thanks, though.
I see. Inform me if circumstances change. You're going to wish you had my ninja sword.
Thank you. Be seeing ya.
Wow, I didn't know baby. That. What did we do wrong? Were we too hard on her?
Thank you.
This is where people ought to be here.
Oh yeah, that's so...